It's October 10th, 2025. In Louvres, just 20 kilometers north of Paris, a moving truck company prepares for what seems like a routine job to a potential renter. But the demonstration quickly turns into a carjacking. The supposed clients threaten the staff and drive off with the lift, leaving the rental company stunned and powerless. The lift, a German-made Bucher Agilo, is perfect for slipping quietly through Parisian streets. As it disappears into the city, what no one realises is that this loss is just the opening act for one of the biggest jewel heists in French history. 9 days later, on October 19th, along Quai François Mitterrand, the stolen lift is parked quietly. 4 thieves, dressed as construction workers, set out traffic cones. To bystanders, it looks routine. Moments later, the group raises the ladder to a balcony off the Gallery of Apollo, just 180 metres from the museum's main entrance. 2 climb up, and using disc cutters, they break through a window that offers no resistance. Alarms begin to blare, but the unarmed guards see masked intruders with power tools and decide to clear the area rather than confront them. This leaves the thieves free to smash 2 display cases and grab 9 historic jewels, 8 of which will ultimately vanish. Notably, the thieves ignore other famous diamonds, including the Regent, the Sancy, and the Hortensia. They quickly retreat, the lift lowers them back to the ground, and by 9:38 a.m, the 4 escape on 2 T-Max motor scooters, leaving behind their tools and a yellow safety vest. During their getaway, the robbers drop the crown of Empress Eugénie. The crown was made in 1855 for Eugénie de Montijo, who was the wife of Napoleon III, Emperor of France. In total, the crown contains around 2,480 diamonds and 56 emeralds, all carefully set into a gold frame. After the end of the French Empire, most of the royal jewels were sold, but this crown was returned to Eugénie and later made its way to the Louvre Museum until 2025, when it crashed down onto the streets of Paris and was later recovered, but damaged. By 10:30 a.m, 2,000 people are evacuated, and the Louvre falls silent. What's usually a tourist spot is now a high-profile crime scene. Police arrive quickly, sirens echoing along the Seine. Streets are cordoned off, and officers sweep through the museum. The situation is unclear. No one knows if this is a simple theft, an attack, or part of a larger threat. Detectives fan out, gathering witnesses and reviewing every camera feed. However, they discover a significant blind spot that was exploited during the heist. In fact, there was just one surveillance camera where thieves parked, and it was pointing in the wrong direction. As news of the heist breaks, public backlash is immediate. Many in France call it a national humiliation. President Emmanuel Macron describes the robbery as an assault on the country's history, while critics in opposition demand resignations from museum officials and the Ministry of Culture. Attention soon turns to internal failures. Museum staff and security experts point to a leaked government audit, which found that security was outdated and insufficient. At the time of the robbery, about 1/3 of rooms in the Denon wing and 3/4 of the Richelieu wing lacked video surveillance. Laurence Descartes, the Louvre's director, says she had repeatedly raised concerns about these gaps and the need to upgrade equipment, but delays continued due to budget and administrative issues. Even so, Descartes offers cautious optimism. Initial assessments suggest the crown of Empress Eugénie could be restored. The missing jewels are valued at 88 million euros, and each piece is flagged with Interpol and global art theft databases. The missing items are the tiara, necklace and an earring from the sapphire set of Queen Marie Amélie and Queen Hortense, the emerald necklace and a pair of emerald earrings from the Empress Marie Louise set, a large corsage brooch, and the tiara of Empress Eugénie de Montijo. If not recovered quickly, these jewels could be melted down, disassembled, or smuggled overseas. And to add insult to injury, these pieces weren't covered by private insurance. Instead, the Louvre relies on a long-standing French government policy to cover any losses. That means, if the pieces aren't recovered, France is left not only with the financial blow, but an irreplaceable gap in its cultural history. Law enforcement gets straight to work solving this mystery. The stolen basket lift is seized for forensic analysis, and technicians search for DNA, fingerprints, and any trace evidence. As soon as October 25th, police arrest 2 men in their early 30s linked to the theft. One is detained at Charles de Gaulle Airport, attempting to fly to Algeria. The other is captured in Seine-Saint-Denis, a North Parisian suburb. The suspects are in custody, but the investigation continues for accomplices. So where does that leave us? The real question is, why attempt such a high-risk heist in broad daylight, targeting jewels officially valued at 88 million euros, when melting or breaking them down would cut their worth to just 10 to 30 million euros, a huge loss compared to their value as historic artifacts. This massive drop in value supports the most plausible theory: the robbery was planned for a specific buyer. French prosecutors now speculate whether the crime was likely a contract job, carried out by professionals using stolen equipment and precise timing. The risk makes sense only if the thieves had a buyer lined up who wanted these pieces intact, or carefully altered to preserve their unique historical and cultural significance, rather than for raw gems or gold. Beyond the buyer theory, some see the theft as a deliberate attack on France's national pride. The stolen jewels are not just valuable gems, they are France's historic crown jewels, linked to Napoleon and French royalty. Stealing them sends a powerful symbolic message. Others focus on reports that the robbery involved inside help, with evidence suggesting that at least one museum security staff member may have aided the thieves. The risk of getting caught drops drastically. A lower risk makes it more feasible for the thieves to accept the estimated value of 10 to 30 million euros from melting or breaking down the jewels. If that's the case, the items may soon surface in a private collection or black market auction, possibly recut or disguised to avoid detection. As it stands, the priceless jewels still missing, and we can't say for sure where they are or if we'll ever find out. Where do you believe these treasures are hiding today? And will they ever be recovered? Thank you for watching Chronicle.